This is Ollie from Slump UK. Welcome to Enigma Media.
Ah, man. Eles que carnaval.
It didn't take that long to make me fall. I'm bleeding back against the wall. You're screaming for something to change, and I don't want to see you fall. You're a victim of an endless role, so you're leaving our lives once again. Let's go, I'm waiting for a leap of faith. This will be the last time that you ever scream my name. So help me see, 'cause we all deserve change. Help me breathe, 'cause I'm going insane. These sleepless nights melting.
What up, headbangers? How you doing? I'm Rob O'Day.
I'm Norm Mathers.
Welcome to Enigma Media. Today we're chilling with Cauterized out of Texas. How you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good, man.
Why don't you introduce yourselves and let us know how the band got together?
My name is Alex. I'm lead vocalist for Cauterized.
My name's Nick. Guitar player for Cauterized, lead, rhythm, both.
Sweet.
Are you guys are a four-piece?
Yes.
Okay. How did you guys
Yeah.
start?
Well, the band, the original lineup formed back in 2015, and it was me, Nick, and two other guys. Well, three other guys: Oscar, Norm, and Rylan. And we just started off. Nick parted ways with the band around 2015, 16-ish, and it was me and the three other guys I just mentioned, and the lineup just changed from there. So from 2015, I want to say 18 or 19, where the band decided when I decided to just stop pushing the band and the name itself. But me and Nick, like, we've been together. Well, not together, like music wise together. We've been together. We've been jamming together. Since 2015 until now. Like we've never lost. We never lost touch. We somehow every time we try to do our own thing on the side, we always end up coming back, jamming together, and making some beast ass music.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's exactly what it is, because you got some fucking greasy vocals. I love that
Thank
shit.
you. Thank you.
And, like, how do you guys go about your writing process? Are you independent in your recording aspect?
Nick.
Yeah, I say we would. We go to a different. This last album we recorded with a drummer who was filling in with us, who is a really great producer as well, and he does everything. With he mic'd up the drums, mic'd up the amps. He did everything pretty like old school, you know, and I like that about it. It was like that old school vibe instead of everything through simulators and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. But we usually go to. We went to him, but for this next album, we'll probably go to someone else. But yeah, pretty independent people that. Pretty much independent like producers and stuff. That's what we usually go through. As far as writing.
Yeah, like two other members couldn't make it today, there's two other members that couldn't make it. It's Ricky, our bass player, and Mario, who's our drummer now.
Mm-hmm.
And Ricky's been with us for a year, going on 2 years. Mario's going to be hitting his year within a few months, and they're both very talented. Ricky does backup vocals. And of course he plays the bass. Mario, he's in another band called Life Eats Life. And when that time when that drummer was helping us out, he decided that, you know what, this is I can't do no more. Y'all have to find another drummer. Mario reached out to me, and I brought Mario in, and this is the lineup now. But as for writing, Nick usually does all the guitar work and lyric work when I need help on the lyrics, or me and him go back and forth on lyrics. And Nick pretty much just works with the rest of the guys when it comes to the writing process.
Okay. How has COVID affected you guys? Because I know that you're now able to perform down in Texas, but how has it affected you guys getting together?
Honestly, it didn't really affect us a lot, man. Like we were when the whole pandemic was going on, we still did our thing. Like that music video, Hypocrite. if y'all haven't seen it, that was during the pandemic when everything started going to shit. And Ruben from Upon a Burning Body hit me up, and we just set a date. And of course, it's just everybody was being safe, wearing a mask. But I can tell you right now, everybody that left that video shoot didn't come out positive. Like everybody just kept their distance. Of course, we got drunk, partied, and shit. But of course, yeah, like the thing with this whole COVID, it didn't really affect us as practice and show wise. We just, anything we did, anything we could do or jump on, we just took it, especially shows, but mainly we took podcast interviews. That was I want to say we did that most than doing shows.
I find that a lot of bands have too. You mentioned working with Ruben from Upon a Burning Body. How was that?
It was awesome. Like, honestly,
awesome.
like he showed up and he was very professional and he's real cool. I still talk to him. We're actually supposed to be playing some Call of Duty. We're gonna set something up.
That's a hell of a thing to say, hey? That's awesome.
He's real cool, man. He's real easy to work with. Any ideas, he'll give you his honest opinion, and if any advice, like he's there. And I every once in a while I'll hit him up on the DMs on Facebook, and he'll respond back within like a couple of hours or so.
Sweet.
And he was just an awesome dude. Like at the video shoot, hey Ruben, what do you have, bro? Give me a Dos Equis. All right, I got you. And he was just pounding beers back with us.
That's funny. I love his band. They're so greasy. Like I think they're on my drive my stepdaughter to school playlist, and pretty sure every time I get there to the school it's just fucking slaying them, and I'm like, yeah, y'all get used to this.
after the video shoot, I friended him on Facebook, and when he friended me back, I was at work. I think it was in the parking lot, and when he accepted my friend request, I was like, I'm almost there, man. I'm almost there.
Right?
Man.
They're like almost fanboying, but you're not.
Fuck yeah, moment. Because I've been working so hard to do that. But my end goal, if anything, would be to either whenever this shit clears up, to be on the lineup with them one day.
Right.
Or we can just do a show, because they're really big influences on us. So we have mad respect for them.
Are they from Texas?
They're from San Antonio.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, because Nelson mentioned he did their video with him, I think, as well.
Yeah.
And that's wicked that he's expanding out and doing videos, because that's the wicked thing to do.
When they play here in San Antonio, because the guys, like I said, the lineup changed like throughout the years of Cauterized. I had a chance to open up for them at there's this venue called the Paper Tiger. It used to be called White Rabbit, and dude, it got crazy. Like they had to like pretty much do open up the main stage and a side stage, because there were just so many people. Wow. And everybody threw down. Like everybody threw down there, and their shows and Ruben, Danny, everybody, they're real humble people. You know, they're about like where they're from. They represent Texas. They just love what they're doing, man. And it was a huge honor to be able to shake hands and come face to face for somebody that made it out of the trenches, you know, that started from being so local. Now they're like touring the world. And just to have somebody there of that time comes for us. Hey man, so just get that advice from him and all that stuff. And he made it clear that if we ever need him for anything, advice or etc., just hit him up. So it's pretty cool to have that person, you know, on your friends list on Facebook.
Yeah, and it's always nice to see like people you look up to being so humble, you know what I mean, and not being like
they're guys just like us.
Yeah,
that's what I like about Ruben. He's not. I mean, you know, of course, I was starstruck when I saw him. I was like, wow, I can't believe this. It was kind of surreal, but he's really chill and down to earth, and it felt like somebody that we've known from the scene forever. And you know, and we're the same way. We're humble guys, and that's why I felt really like a good vibe with him doing the video, because I was like, man, this guy's just like us, you know. And so like I said, we look up to him. We want to be at the same level one day, you know what I mean? And we know we still got to pay our dues, but having them behind our back, you know, having them on our sides and having them having our backs is it's awesome. It's a good feeling. So
yeah, no, especially because like you guys have earned it, you know what I mean? It's not just given at that point. If you're gaining credibility with people at that level, which is
I want.
go ahead.
I want to say there was only one vocalist that got me like, oh my god, he replied back. was Tom Barber from Chelsea Grin.
Right.
I because the plan was for us. It was in talks, but I don't think we're gonna do it. Maybe I'm not too sure. But we wanted to get Tom Barber on a track for Cauterized, and what he charges and it's pretty cheap. I feel like $1,500. That's he's all. I do
That's
lyrics
cheap.
and he's all. I do lyrics. I do mix. Well, he does his own studio and all that. That pays for everything. I was like, well, that's pretty damn cheap. I was like, shit, man. Like, but that's still on the shelf. Like, we just have so many ideas, like who we want to bring in on the new Cauterized.
Yeah, it's weird how features have become such a big thing in metal, where you have
Right.
like a lot of artists, especially over COVID. And I think that's a really cool aspect. I always find that, I can't remember who I was talking to, but they said that metal music is always about 3 years behind on fads. So like hip hop artists have been doing that forever, you know, like features
Yes, of
and
course.
the content that they're putting out on YouTube. And like we're just slowly getting to it because we're like, I don't know, I don't want to say we're hard asses, but we're hard asses. We've got a view of what metal is, you know what I mean? So having to like basically sell out just to get your music heard is kind of like a fuck. This sucks. But I think the bands that have just accepted that that's how things have slowly moved in the industry have adapted and will be able to gain following and continue. But it's like, yeah, no, it's a weird concept of what's going on right now and how we're slowly embracing all the other aspects of what music's been doing for a while with like features and having multiple bands merge together to do songs. And it's like, it's cool. It's super cool.
There's one vocalist I would not mind having a feature in, freaking Alex Terrible.
Right.
Like, dude, I would be so down to do have him on a track. Dude, he's just freaking brutal. He's when it comes to vocalists, there's only a few vocalists that are my influence that I idolize. Well, my first one is Danny Filth. I love Danny Filth, and and the second one it will be Jamie Josta. I had the opportunity to open up for Hatebreed when they came here to San Antonio. Freaking amazing.
Right. That'd be fucking crazy.
He's just, his attitude's just so humble, and he's just, you know, he don't think like he's like some big ass rock star, you know. I actually saw them live over here in Texas at River City Rock Fest, and after their set, dude, I was so pumped. I went on the side stage, so I saw him walking off. I was like, Jamie. He looked, he pointed at me. God damn, I was like, dude, hell yeah.
Right. You feel like a little kid.
Fuck yeah. And I want to say Chad Gray. Chad Gray's my other one from Hell Yeah, Mudvayne. That's, and then of course Alex Terrible. I want to say like those are like my main ones.
If I could have a feature to do vocals with somebody on one of our tracks, it would be fucking Laws from While She Sleeps. Just because me and him would be able to blend so well with the clean singing and then the fucking brutal screams. I'm like,
mine would probably have to be Kyle from Body Snatchers, because I'm a big fucking Body Snatchers fan. And awesome. Kyle, he's so small. He's like the smallest dude ever, but he packed a punch in those vocals, man.
Yep.
Right. I don't think size matters. Like Dio is a prime example of that. That guy was tiny, but fuck,
hell yeah,
he could blow people away with his lyrics and lungs. You know what I mean? Like he was like an X-Man. It was funny.
Right?
Dio's a superhero. Yeah. And that's exactly how it is. What do you guys plan on doing soon as well? I guess COVID is finished and wrapping up slowly for you guys. So are you guys planning on heading across the States, or are you just going to stick around your area basically?
Well, right now we're pretty much fully booked until October from where we're at. We have you guys. We had you guys today. We have another, the Boneyard. They're based out of Canada, and we have them, I believe next week. And then we have another podcast interview on the 28th. Other than that, we have a lot of shows. We do have it's Territory Productions. Eric's our manager, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we've been in contact with Eric for, I think it's about like 2 weeks now. We've interviewed 3 or 4 of your bands now.
Nice.
I definitely know that Terror Crew's got some fucking solid bands, and like made
yeah.
some genuine fans too. So it's kind of it's nice to see what I was saying. I think I say it every time is like, it's nice to see people like Eric who are willing to find young emerging talent and know these guys are worth investing in. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell
Like
yeah.
that's what's lacking in the music industry is that one-on-one almost. You know what I mean? Like I know we can't physically do it in person because of COVID, but like he's in Quebec and he's like reaching out to bands from all over. Like it's crazy, and it's a beautiful thing to see because it's definitely needed for our genre or our music scene in metal is people who are willing to say fuck it. I believe in them. This is what I'm gonna back.
Hell yeah. And that's what Kingside Records and Terror Crew is all about, you know, like bands like us, you know, like Gabe, he's a head honcho of Kingside Records, and when I first reached out to them, he flew here to San Antonio for a show because he was assigned 2 bands, and we were supposed to sign with them, but shit happened. We had a greedy member that wanted pretty much all the royalties at that time, pretty much leave us for shit because he believes royalties mean studio time. So yeah, so that ended pretty badly. So we kicked his ass out. Well, we didn't really kick him out. We just told him we're gonna break up, and then we just ended up staying together behind his back. So
Classic.
That's the ultimate, like, hey, you know what? So we're kind of like not gonna stay together, but fuck you. No, that's awesome.
but yeah.
No, keep going.
Oh, and just Gabe, man. Gabe was patient with us. He was like, reform, get everything back on track. Send me their re-recorded tracks of the music, and we'll talk. And shoot, like once we had the EP, it wasn't even out yet. We were talking about discussing releasing it. I just sent it to Gabe. Within like, I want to say 30 minutes, bam, he already slapped us with contracts. Here, sign this. This is what we're gonna do for you guys. We had a meeting, how we're gonna do everything, and it's been a crazy ride, man. Like he's been good to us. He's been pushing us. We had a few bumps, but we're I want to say we're happy where we're at with everything, man. And then Eric jumped in, and Eric's been good to us too. Like he checks up on us all the time, and it's like to have him on our side. And holy shit. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I just got my stimulus check. It just told me right now.
All right.
That's a win. That's a win, bro.
Hell
Win.
yeah,
man. Where we going to go get steaks at?
We've been watching from Canada. We're rooting for you guys.
Like I was all reading, I was like this, and it was on 2000. I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna buy some video games tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, y'all gonna hear me yell, babe, we're going out to eat.
That's so funny.
But Eric, man, Eric's been good to us. He checks up on us. He handles everything, like from flyers and all that stuff. And I work with him too on booking as well. For the band, Nick writes the music. Ricky handles financial side of it, from merch to money. Me, I do the booking and the promoting, and then I throw everything at Eric. Eric helps me out with the promoting and the booking. That's how we got you guys. So he found you. I didn't even know about y'all until he told us. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, I think they found each other on a group that we're in for metal. All of us. And
yeah, who looks after your guys' Facebook? They posted on a world metal scene or something like that. And that I think it was your guys' bass player. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, Ricky. Yeah, okay. You're the guys that Ricky was.
It's Ricky.
And then Eric messaged me directly, and
Ricky keep me in touch. Yeah.
He goes, I run a record label or I manage a record label, and I got a whole bunch of bands, and I was like,
he's
okay,
like, yes,
yeah, please.
Because it's we love like we have a ton of submissions we're still trying to work through, which is the hardest thing because we keep getting them, but it's like it's so cool to
so hard.
It is really hard to get through so many, because like I'm like, especially like I've got like I got other things, and like I got to manage a band too. So it's like I'm trying to do as much as I can. So it's fun because we do get to meet some of the coolest people from across the world, and like having one person who knows like my bands are fucking solid, you're gonna be interviewing them, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like this is what you're doing. So we did, and it's benefited. It's been wicked.
Hell yeah. I mean, honestly,
Nice.
guys, like during this pandemic, like, yeah, shows weren't happening. When they did happen, it was once in a while, once in the blue moon. But I always told people that did podcasts when they interviewed us, is like, you guys give us a platform. Yeah, we're not performing, but you're throwing our music out there. You're having a chance. We're here right now on Zoom. Everybody's getting the backstory about us, getting to know us a little bit. So it's like you guys are helping us so much, like during all this bullshit, you know? And I just want to say thank you guys for everything. Like, even though if the other bands don't thank y'all, for real, from me and Nick and Eric, for real, thank y'all.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I think we kind of like just decided on it when we were trying to get our latest single out there. I was sitting there, I spent like a week straight emailing and on tons of different groups, like, yo, none of us are getting, like, no one's performing right now, so none of us are getting further. So like there's 5 members per band. How many bands on here? If we all just like each other's page, then we kind of like help each other. And then the idea hit, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we need something that kind of like, it started off as like a platform for bands to come on, talk about, and then it's like slowly progressed over the past month that we've been doing it into this like weird show where we like talk to bands about band stuff that only musicians understand, and like how much struggle we have to get from where we start to get to the point where people want to listen to us. And I don't know, I think we hit a lot of topics that I think would change people's opinion or view on how they see musicians.
Right? I mean, you listen to your vocals, Alex, and you could be a terrifying person, but you talk to you for like 10 minutes and it's like, oh, he's not scary at all.
I'm just a cuddly bear, man.
And I think that's it, right? Like, and I think most people, they look at metal musicians as if we're like, you know, like Satanists or crazy people, or like we're just like dirty. I don't know why. Like,
have you ever smelled the inside of a metal show?
A tour van? Yeah, I know exactly. But it's just weird because like every metalhead I've ever met is the most genuine person. Like they're down to earth, and I think chill. Because most of the time it's like we're people who were picked on when we were younger. You know what I mean? Like we all needed that outlet, and I think that's what kind of like makes us all so unique, but still the same. So you can like talk to a band from Germany or talk to a band from Hungary, and you're like just like that, you know, like you're friends, and you don't even see them, like you may never meet, but you're like that connection is just like, it's good to see that we're all the same across the world as musicians and metal musicians, because we deal with a ton of shit. Like booking a show alone, it takes a lot of time, especially a good show. You can book a show wherever you want, but it's not gonna be a good one, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, for people in the Okanagan anyways, it could be completely different for you guys, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. It's well, and that's the thing, is region, town, it's all different. But like I always relate back to this band that we talked to, Dawn of Ascension, and they're from a Bible Belt area, just like I think they're in
North Carolina?
No, they're in Arkansas.
Arkansas, right.
They're in South Arkansas, and like they're from a place where like 3 kids got arrested for 18 years for like accused of murder because they were metalheads. And it's like it's weird to think that that's like how they still have to cope with things just to be able to get a show. You know what I mean? Like it's sad because they can't even perform in their own.
I guess I'm so glad I'm from a metal city. Like I don't know if I could handle that.
Yeah, no, and I think that's the weird thing too, is like a lot of bands and people who listen to music don't realize what they hear. You're in a band and they automatically assume like, all right, you're a rock star kind of a thing, right? But they don't realize like the amount of stress and like the amount of fights that bands can have. Like there's so much that they don't see behind the scenes, and it's kind of
oh yeah, Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. If only you're in the Cauterized chat head, you would know. we agree. So somebody's getting called a bitch. So no.
No, and that's the thing is like we definitely have to, and like not just that, how much money have we invested in our equipment just to spend time investing into our craft, just to try and put on a show, hoping people will come to it, you know, and are willing to pay to come see it. So we're strong fucking people, you know. We're determined.
And the thing is, the thing is too, it's like say if the way we do it is we're playing a show and we're the closing band, but there's like legit like 5 people there. We'll still freaking perform like the whole damn place is full, because it's just because the way we are, like Nick always says, like these people are spending $5-10 to see us, so we're gonna give them the $5 or $10 show, and we just go all out. I mean, I'm a big guy, man. I'm like 250, 260, and it's probably like some of it's muscle. I just drink too much beer, so I have a beer gut and everything. But at the end of the show, I'm huffing and puffing, sweating and shit. But I just I forgot what I was gonna say, man. I totally forgot. I was like, once I saw the $2,000, like, damn, I'm excited now.
Everything is just like,
I think it means like we go out there, we go and we give our best. Like, like these people, they go work shitty jobs. They're blue collar people. They want to come check out a metal show. We're not gonna sit there and give them us being all wasted and like, you know, just taking it as a fuck around. Or we go up there like we're, you know, like if we're put out like, you know, a real professional band. And I feel like if you go out there and present yourself like that, you'll get that respect back instead of like, these guys are just some garage bums. And we never been out there like that. We've always been like, no offense to the garage bum bands, but we always go out there and we treat it like there's 1,000 people, if there's even 4 or 5, even if we're playing to the bar stools, you know. It's an intense show, and we give the people their $7 to come and check us out, especially during these COVID times, because you know money's tight or whatever. Well, except for Alex, but yeah.
So
you know, and so we go out there and we kill. We don't fuck around, and that's our show. High energy. There's no standing around. That's what I tell like people in the band that first got in. I was like, if you're gonna just stand, this isn't the band for you. Like if you don't move your ass, I'm not gonna have that. You know. Yeah. So you're gonna get up there with that.
It's true. I always say that you have to set the bar. So like if you're opening, you set the bar so hard that the closing band is like, holy fuck, what am I gonna do? Every show, it doesn't matter where
you know what? I love that though. I love that when you're the opening band. I'm sure y'all pulled this off. Y'all go all out, and the other bands are like, oh shit, like I gotta step up up my game now. And then the whole show is just fire towards the end. I just love that feeling.
Yeah, and I think that's what you need to do as an artist. You can't just like walk on and assume people are gonna like you. You got to make them like you, you know. So
exactly,
I scream at people. I'm like, get the fuck up here! Like I'm a loudmouth. It's funny.
I played it.
It's funny because during the COVID times, shows were a little odd for us because it's like when people would go check us out, it's more like they're watching a play now. So they're just you know, on you, and I'm like, and then you're like, move, get the fuck up, and they can't do nothing though. Yeah,
they got the
sitting at the table like
bunch of ninjas watching you,
start slam dancing in your stool,
like me, like
I felt so bad,
like me, like when our last shows we had, I was like, y'all, I know y'all can't mosh, but y'all can stand up where you're sitting at. You are sitting around like this is a fucking Sweet 16 or something, like stand your asses up. So yeah, I always talk shit to the crowd. I always talk shit. Gets everybody hyped up.
Yeah, you have to. My favorite thing is Norman. He's like the nicest guy ever. You see him on stage and you're terrified. Like he makes this crazy bass face and like yells, but he doesn't have a mic. So he's just like, yeah. I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He gets into it, right? So
it's not me on stage. Someone embodies me. I don't know what it is.
It's like when you're on, you know?
Yeah, no, it's
I like that transition though. Like you off stage, like, hey guys, how's it going? Hey, I'm Alex, I'm Cauterized. And on stage, you're like, fuck all y'all motherfucker.
Who's the demon?
Yeah, it's so true.
Like, whoa, what's going on? I just talked to you. You're just so nice. Like, why are you in my face?
I already gave you my $7. God damn it.
That's funny. If you guys could change anything in the music industry today, what do you think it would be?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mandatory $2,000 stimulus checks.
Damn it. I don't know, man. I can't really. I don't know, Nick. Nick, is he frozen? He's just standing still. Oh, he's frozen. I don't know, man. Honestly, like it's hard to say because I feel like the music industry and the music itself, it changes so much. You know, it doesn't really stay the same. And yep, he's off. He's probably gonna get back on here in a bit. But as to answer your question, like I wouldn't know. You know, like damn, that's a good question. We never got asked that before, so it's like I'm put on the spot. Nick,
that's
where you at? Nick, hurry up.
That's always my final question I ask people, just because
catch them off guard a little bit.
Every musician deals with something differently, right? Like we all have different views and different opinions on how we see the industry, but like where we are, and at different points too, like different support. Like so, I find that a lot of people agree with the fact that we need to get paid more for our streams.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I do want to say this, like show wise. I get it. Cover bands get hundreds or thousands, depending what they are. But I feel like originals should get guarantees. You know, like even like if it's $100 or $50, at least we know we made something. You know, and here in San Antonio, there's a few promoters that do that. Like they'll be like, "Oh, how much is guaranteed?" It'll be like $100. Okay, cool, I got you guys. Or they'll be like $50 and free food. All right, cool. Like that's dope. I'm not gonna complain about free booze and food. Like shoot, but it's just and then of course there's other promoters that are against it. Like they laugh at the bands, the originals that want guarantees. Like no, you're gonna get
right, as if the promoter's standing up there doing anything. And that's
exactly.
It drives me nuts. I understand that 100%.
So if I could change one thing, it's that like all original bands, like we should be allowed to ask for guarantees without getting any backlash from it.
Yeah, it should be a given. Like if you're gonna pay someone else to play somebody else's music, you're gonna pay them $2,000 for the night. Why the fuck not pay that to 3 bands?
I know damn if I have to wear like a tight latex top and some freaking leather jeans and shit, I'll go out there and make that $1,000. I don't give a shit. But still, like, but that's one thing.
I think I actually said that too the other day, was that I wish that venues would actually, like in Canada, the venues get paid a certain amount of money from the government back in their taxes, I guess, for money to pay towards live talent to come into their venue. If they're a venue.
Nice.
But they don't do it. They give you the door.
Yeah, here too.
The guarantee, right? And it's like, well, if you're getting paid, you're gonna pay a cover band that money, but you're not gonna pay local bands. Like, it is very irritating. I know I've put on shows where we're from, like hip hop shows and they completely bombed where there's like 10 people, and I'm still have to pay out of my pocket. You know what I mean? So
like our first show. Our very first comeback show, it was with some older bands. Some like their styles are like 80s or 90s. I don't know what the hell they were, but we're all band on there, so everybody was staring at us and shit.
Yeah.
But we had the most people. So when that night came to where when I asked for payment, everybody left. I was like, "Well, hey man, how much do we make at the door?" Because we had like 13 people just for our very very first show. And oh man, y'all didn't really have much people to see. I was like, you're a damn lie, because when your band went on, there was only like 4 people sitting at that circle table. So I know damn well we made a band. So he takes out a wad of money like this, a wad, hands me a 20. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, all right, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, no, I've definitely dealt with that before. It's I think there's gonna be a slow change, and if not, we just need to take it into our own hands. It's like I don't know. I keep saying that. It's just like this thing I have in my head that we need to just do it ourselves because no one's going to do it for us.
Like that promoter, his name is Brandon Hauser. He's one of them. He's here in Texas, and he's one of them that pretty much, if you ask for guarantee, he'll make a big ass Facebook. But Nick will tell you too, he'll make a big ass Facebook post about bands wanting guarantees and bashing on their original bands, talking down on their original bands. But it's like, if he needs you for a show,
he's the first.
He wants you. Yeah, he's the first one to ask you. Yeah. Recently, he unfriended me, and he's not messing with us anymore because we're booked. Like we're like straight booked. We booked like a month or 2 months in advance, and he wanted us to drop a show just for his show. I'm like, no,
we're good.
no. You snooze, you lose. So,
is there anything you guys want to say before we wrap up? I see the counter's going down. I didn't realize that.
Nothing, man. Like, I'm sorry that we couldn't talk about music. We're just talking about bullshit.
But, no, dude, that's what the show's about. It's it's about getting to know you guys. So it's honest.
No, keep going. My bad.
I was just gonna say it's about getting to know the bands and kind of like, I don't know. We just talk shit. It's just shit talk with bands.
well, honestly, I do enjoy interviews like this. We can talk. We could talk about bullshit besides music. I mean, our EP Roots, it's out now on Spotify, iTunes, any major platform. We have a lyric video out. Thanks to our manager Eric for hooking us up. It's called Despise. We do have a music video out called Hypocrite. They're both on KingSideRecords.com YouTube channel. Subscribe. We have a Facebook. We have Instagram. We don't do the Twitter or anything like that because we're just a couple of old fucks that we don't know how to use Twitter. So we have some shows lined up. Just follow the page. Keep up with us. We got merch. If anybody's interested, just message us and our bassist Ricky will get back to you. Shout outs. I want to say all the promoters that have been working with us during this pandemic. Thank y'all. Eric, thank you so much for being around and having our back and making this interview happen. Thanks both of you guys. Like for real. Like,
you guys go ahead.
Oh no, go for it.
Oh, I was going to say you guys stay safe and we'll definitely be in contact. Let us know when you drop any new music or anything and we'll have you back on.
We're working on a new song, by the way. It's called Into the Darkness. So
sweet. Well, we'll definitely keep in contact with you guys.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Nick,
no worries,
anything?
Guys.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Nick, anything?
Already.
Okay.
No, not much. Just shout out to everybody who's been supportive to us lately. So
awesome. All right. You guys stay safe.
And thank you guys as well.
I got $2,000 to spend, so I'll see y'all later.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Later.
Bye.
What up, headbangers? Thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget to hit that little likey and subscribe and hit the little bell. Hit the bell.
So you can stay up to date
Yeah.
on all the shit we got going on.
All of it.